Good morning, everybody. This is Remedy Israel bringing you more information. Still in Greece again, different location a little bit. Today, I'm still going to be doing videos on the chemicals inside shampoo and conditioner because it's something that's been going on for so long, and it's like nobody's catching on to it. All of these shampoos are horrible. They take the natural oils off of your skin. They dull your hair out. They make the splitting and the breakage of the hair follicle happen more likely to happen. It's just horrible. Well, people need to take it more serious. But because as soon as they put the shampoo in their hair, they don't start coughing or oh my gosh, or oh what's going on, just because of that. And that's what they love, because they brought it down to such a level to where as soon as you put it in your hair, you wouldn't really, unless you have very bad allergies and there's fragrance inside the shampoo. But if not that, then you wouldn't get no noticeable, instantaneous noticeable side effect or symptom. I mean, all of this stuff is just horrible. A lot of these chemicals in there are just bad. They cause cancer. It's just crazy. It's just absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. Actually, it's been found out. Oh, okay. Let me get into what this video was about. This video is about the 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 formaldehyde, which is a chemical that is inside shampoos and conditioners, and we know that formaldehyde is used for dead bodies, so it's a very potent, toxic chemical, and it's been found to cause myeloid leukemia, paranasal sinuses, nasal cavity, and nasal pharynx. Those are different types of breakdowns of the body in relation with cancer. It's just horrible. It gives you it increases your chance for irritation. You can Another side effect, you may get headaches from it, skin rashes. It destroys the lining of your nasal passage, and it gives you all of those different types of cancers. Myeloid leukemia, it's already been found out that it does that. So why is this inside the shampoos? Cancer causing agents or chemicals inside the shampoos that we use, and they take the life and the healthy state of our hair and they drop it to a level so low, and we just think hair splitting is just, oh yeah, no, yeah, my hair split ends, and da, 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 da. What's causing that? Dimethicone. All of these things, sulfates, the parabens, the et cetera, all of these things are harmful. Very, 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 very harmful for us. Yeah, so let's change our lifestyles and our habits and everything like that. You do not need the formaldehyde. Start paying attention when you get the shampoo. Look and see what's on the back of it. There should be things in there that you should be able to pronounce. But just looking at how technical and how these words look and how long they are, and you can just tell that they're not anything good. And then they may have the food dyes in it. And the food dyes are also carcinogenic compounds. They can cause cancer. All these food dyes, the red 40, the blue dyes, the yellow dyes, all of these dyes are bad, and they're always, a lot of times, they're found to be inside the ingredients for the shampoos and the conditioners. So I repeat, formaldehyde is a poison. It's cancerous. It's not good for you at all. Just like I said, go get the shampoos that say no, no, no. It usually will say no parabens, no sulfates, and no parabens, no sulfates. At least the main three. At least let it say 3 no's. And especially the sulfates. And the sulfates are the chemicals that make the shampoo bubble up. And any shampoo or anything that you can bubble up and put in your hair and it starts to bubble up, that rips off the natural oils from your hair and causes drying, and drying leads to splitting. Splitting leads to falling out. These chemicals exist in all of these shampoos and conditioners, the majority of them. The ones that you're just grabbing and, the cheap ones, yeah, it's going to cost. If you want a good quality anything, we know it comes with a little bit of an increase in the price and everything like that. But would you rather just say, hey, forget it, and feed into these people's agenda to destroy you? I've heard people say, oh yeah, this and that and this and that. Uh, um, they believe that God can protect them from these chemicals that is in the shampoo and conditioners, and I don't doubt that at all. I know that. But why support their agenda? Why support their cause? Even if nothing's happening to you and God is helping you out because you're so close to Him or whatever, what about everybody else? When you go in there and you pay for that and it doesn't affect you because God is supposedly protecting you, you're still paying for other people's destructions. And the people who have their own secret, hidden, nefarious agenda, these people, all you're doing is helping them out. So the point is to not help them out. That is the point. Do not help their job. Do not make their job any more easier. We need to ameliorate our lives. We need to embellish our lives. We need to make our lives more nice, we need to create a pretty atmosphere for us to exist in, an atmosphere where we are able to thrive and we're not just going anywhere and just grabbing any old shampoo off the shelf and everything. Why did we go through the era of consumerism, where things were so bad, where they had to start putting things in side effects and chemicals on the labels of the products and everything like that? Why did we go through that? Why did we go through that? Just so now us who have the luxury of all all these labels telling us exactly what it is, and we can look it up and see exactly what it does to you. Now we can just act like they didn't go through that to even make it. So we would be able to be notified of what's in there, what's in the ingredients and everything like that. And now that nobody cares. But I understand this is a very fast-paced life. This is America, et cetera, et cetera. Everybody's busy, working, this and that, and this and that. I understand that. That does not mean that you lower your awareness and your consciousness and the quality of your life. That doesn't mean you just take what they give you. You do research. You do research and find out what is going on. What am I putting inside me? I care about myself so much. I want to know if what I'm putting inside me is good, whether it comes from food, products, etc., cleaning products for our bodies and everything like that. But we must know the worst foods that they have out here. They have so much tests that they go through, since they know that they're going to be put inside the alimentary canal or the food digestive tract of humans. So they're like, okay, we have to run this through many tests, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But the shampoos and conditioners, since we're not ingesting them into our alimentary canal, then they're not required. They're not held up to the same responsibility for testing and everything like that. Implementation of these tests, they're not held to the same standards. So they have way less tests. They can probably do a half a test and be like, we're good, yep, send it through. But they're not testing these things like they should. They need to test them as if they were going into our body. Now, since they know they are going into our body, they shouldn't even be putting them in there, but that's their agenda. That's what they want. It's been America's agenda for a while now, saying that, and I've been doing research on the politicians years and years and years and years and years and years and years ago, who were all in concert with the concentrated agenda to cut the population in half or a quarter of what it is right now. And when you see that that's what they actually want, it makes perfect sense why all these chemicals are destroying you, but brought down to a level so low that as soon as you put it on you, you can't tell, because they wouldn't be able to sell anything if it was like that. Just like the cigarette, the tobacco that grows in the wild naturally. If you was to squeeze the leaf and squeeze it until you can get one drop of that nicotine or whatever from the tobacco plant, and that one tiny drop would touch your tongue, you would die. So what they did was they took it to the factory and chased it. You know how you chase liquor to make it weaker or more tolerable for the body? That's what they did. And they brought it low enough to like, okay, how can we get this thing low enough to where when they smoke cigarettes all day, they won't instantaneously get cancer, but they'll still be getting destroyed, but they won't know it. This is how nefarious and demonic these people are. This is the world we live in. But you have people like me who have a certain job to do. I'm an emissary. I'm one sent on a mission. Anything that altogether is truth, the first mover, the beginning of this world, I'm sent from that idea, that reality, to come into this world and show people errors from people in high jurisdiction positions, places of high people who are in positions of high authority, who are responsible for not just states and cities, but countries and continents and global ecosystems and everything like that. They're responsible for all of that. And politics, supposed to be responsible for politics, which I think comes from the French word, or meaning maintaining the power to govern. They're maintaining the power to govern, but are they doing it in the most conciliatory manner? No, they are not. This world has a very, 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 very prejudiced nature. You have something, even with this in psychiatry and the psychologists and stuff like that. You have what's called the Yavi's syndrome. So that means when they're actually looking for people to help with psychological disorders and everything like that in therapy, they're actually looking for young, beautiful women who are, and the Yavis, YAVIS, stands for young, attractive, verbal, intelligent, and smart. That's what they're looking for. So they knock off the other people who aren't as pretty and, the common looking people, or, the ugly stepsisters and stuff. They're not getting no high treatment. So what they do is they search out these young, attractive females. So if there's prejudice in that way, based on you coming across people who don't have that golden ratio beautiful face and the facial structure perfectly put together, the ugly stepsisters, they're getting the worst treatment based on how their face looks and their facial structures. That's what they're doing. So if they have prejudice that way, or they will hold services from somebody in a nefarious way, then what do you think they're doing with race? At the top level of this world, at the top, which are controlling all the control centers and the operating systems of America, which is operating from the whole world. That basically goes to show you that they will be prejudiced, be racist, and withhold things from people for no good reason at all. Actually, as a matter of fact, for bad reasons. But let's find out what's going on with the things we're putting in our body. No more formaldehyde. It causes various different types of cancer. Let us stop this. Let us stop it. It causes leukemia. You can have irritation and breakdown of the respiratory system. Your lung could be irritated heavily, destroying the lining of your nasal passage. Do we want these things? Do we want these things for our kids? The answer is no. So I send this message by love. I'm an emissary of information and intelligence. So thank you very much. I love you guys. Peace and love. Remedy is real. Out.